Is Teddy a bridge over troubled waters after a horrible season in Minnesota, or is he a bridge to nowhere? That remains to be seen, but last night things were looking good because the Minnesota Vikings draft pick came in the fourth quarter to lead the Vikings down the field on an 83-yard touchdown drive with under a minute to go. He had to take them the whole distance in that short time, left 20 seconds on the clock when he culminated the drive with a 6-yard touchdown pass to cap off a 30-28 victory over the Arizona Cardinals. It's preseason, mind you, but Teddy Bridgewater looks like he has what it takes. You look at this guy without pads on, he doesn't look like a football player, but sizes and everything, arm strength. Look at Joe Montana. This guy's got heart, and he's going to show, just like he did at Louisville against Rutgers 2 years ago. He's got that fourth quarter magic going. However, if Bridgewater wants to take the reins in Minnesota, he's going to have to get through a tough competitor in Matt Cassel, who's playing very well. I think this guy gets no respect. He came in for an injured Tom Brady years ago, led the team to an 11-5 victory, threw for more yards at that point than Brady had ever thrown in a season. It's not often 11-5 doesn't make the playoffs. He moves on to Kansas City, eventually comes over to Minnesota, gets into the game 2 years ago overseas against Pittsburgh, has an incredible game. Last year against my Eagles, he shredded the team. He's got a great touch on the deep ball, as was shown last night against first-teamers, mind you. He hits Kyle Rudolph, the stellar tight end in Minnesota, for a 51-yard touchdown pass. The guy could do it. Matt Cassel is a legitimate starting quarterback, but now you have two, the older and the younger. So we'll see what happens there. Two is better than one. Elsewhere in the NFL, Jadeveon Clowney is showing why the Texans drafted him with the #1 overall pick in the draft. I question the pick, but he looks like he can play. Because if you haven't seen enough of that overplayed ESPN highlight where Clowney takes the Michigan running back's head off after not getting blocked, the helmet flies off of him. You're going to see more of it today. They'll probably have a split screen between that play and what happened last night against the Falcons. He does that to a running back for the Atlanta Falcons, but shows consistency on the very next play. People say he takes plays off. Well, he wasn't satisfied because he sacked Matt Ryan, though they tried to block him pretty good on that play. So Jadeveon Clowney tearing things up on defense against first-teamers and Texans who hope to get back to the defense they were 2 years ago, the team that had won and made the playoffs before last year's debacle. Now they've got a new head coach. Things may move in a different direction. There you have it. Teddy Bridgewater, a rising star in Minnesota. Matt Cassel holding his own. And Jadeveon Clowney making waves in Texas.